These are the Beyerdynamic Amiron homes, and they sound pretty good. Beyerdynamic advertises these for home use by trying to replicate what it sounds like in a concert hall, except in your living room. I think these definitely do what they advertise, but how well do they actually sound? Welcome back to another review from Reviews for Life. Let's begin. Inside the box, you get the headphones, audio cable, warranty information, and a carrying case. When I first took out these headphones, the thing that stood out to me is the branding. Just in case you didn't know who made these headphones, Beyerdynamic placed their name in 6 different places. To me, that's a bit excessive, but okay, you do you. The top half of the headband is made of Alcantara, while the bottom half is made of velour. The grill is covered by a stainless steel mesh with a knitted cloth pattern over top. This cloth pattern is definitely very different from what we've seen in other headphones, which is normally just a regular steel mesh. The sides of the headphones are stainless steel, and the ear cups are made of plastic. I noticed that after using these for about a week, the foam for the ear pads actually deform along the top half. They don't bounce back after taking them off, so I think this deformation is permanent. Although it doesn't really impact functionality, this does make me question the longevity of the ear pads. The first time I put these on, they weren't comfortable at all. There was significant force at the top of the ear pads, and the bottom didn't make contact with my face at all. However, after about 2 hours, the ear pads softened up and conformed to my head a little better. I can easily wear these for several hours, and they definitely have less clamping force than my Sennheiser HD6XX. But unlike the Sennheisers, the clamping force is not evenly distributed, and the majority of the force is still on top while the bottom gets almost none. This might have to do with the design decision of using circular ear cups instead of oval-shaped. So comment below if you've experienced something similar. Okay, let's talk about the important part, the sound. My impressions of these headphones definitely echoes the reviews found on other channels. Specifically, there is an emphasis on the bass and the treble. Personally, it's not my preferred sound signature, but I can see how some people can really enjoy it. When listening to music, the vocals feel recessed, with the background instruments being emphasized. For example, during the vocal sections of Numb by Neptunica, the piano and the snare drum competes against the vocals for center stage. This effect has a huge advantage when playing powerful sounding pieces such as Legends Never Die by League of Legends. During the chorus, when it hits, it really hits. Other genres of music that sound very well include soul and jazz. The laid-back beats and the bass lines are just super smooth and are definitely better than my Sennheisers. I think what allows these headphones to do what they do is because of its sibilance, which, to be honest, also happens to be the thing that turned me off the most. When listening to songs with a lot of cymbals, such as Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, it actually becomes overpowering. The constant tss from the cymbals becomes unbearable at medium to loud volumes. Another example is Loyal to Me by Nina Nesbitt. Throughout the song, a combination of her voice and the hi-hat becomes extremely irritating, to the point where that's all I can focus on. Of course, I've selected these specific songs to illustrate a point. And honestly, most of the time, as long as the volume isn't too high, it's not that bad. So, how would I describe this sound signature? Well, perhaps the easiest way to illustrate it is through orchestral music. After all, that's what these headphones are advertised to replicate. In the beginning of Dvorak's Symphony No. 9, the fourth movement, when the trumpet comes in, they should generate a brilliant, almost piercing sound. With these headphones, that effect is toned down, and instead you get something that's a lot more richer and deeper. It's almost as if you were standing behind the trumpet player rather than being in front. In fact, that is exactly how I would describe these headphones. When listening to orchestral music, I feel like I'm standing in the back where the percussionist is. And so the drums, timpanis, cymbals, and bells are all emphasized while all the other instruments are toned down. So other than music, where else do I think these headphones should be used? Well, I think applications where powerful sounds are required, such as in video games and in movies. In Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I was able to pinpoint my enemies' locations purely based on the footsteps, something that I had a lot of troubles when using my HD6XX. Explosions and gunshots are extremely impactful, and in fact, I jumped the first time when I heard the grenade explode beside me. Movies are another application where these headphones really shine. During the beach scene of Saving Private Ryan, the bass response creates some next level immersion, and it really felt like I was in the middle of the action. Alright, so one of the questions I had before purchasing these were how well do they compare to the Sennheiser HD6XX? Well, to be honest, you can't really compare them head to head, as they're two very different sound signatures. Both of these can reproduce sound very well, but I would get the Amirons if you already know the type of sound signature you're looking for, specifically that V-shape taper. And for the HD6XX, well, I would get these for everything else. And in terms of value, the Amirons currently go for $600 while the Sennheisers go for $200. We've obviously hit a point of diminishing returns here, and so don't expect the Amirons to sound 3 times better than the Sennheisers. Personally, I don't think these are really an upgrade over the Sennheisers, but instead they provide a very different sound signature. Just like how 2 violins can play the same note but sound slightly different, the Amirons provide a very different timbre. For me, the negatives of the sibilance overpowers the positives from the bass, and so I can't really recommend them. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you have suggestions on what I should review next, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.